Okay, not an easy problem, other than the fact that I'm going to assume it's a perfect square. So what I'm going to do is go to the whiteboard. I'm going to recopy the problem. And the problem with recopying the problem, I hope I copy it right, because otherwise I'll be barking up the wrong tree, so to speak. So I'm going to say x4, and then there's 9y8. I'll explain in a moment what I'm looking for. I'm looking for squares, actually. And I actually identify one already. That's y6, and then plus 31x squared over 60y4. And then what do you get? Minus 2x over 5y squared. And then plus 4 over 25. Now before I go forward, I want to make sure I copied it correctly first. So I have to be very careful looking. So x4 over 9y8 minus x cubed over 3y6, 31x squared over 60y4, minus 2x over 5y squared, plus 4 over 25. And I'm making an assumption here that this is a plus b plus c quantity squared. And that would equal a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2 ab, ac, bc. So, right from the get-go, I'm looking for perfect squares, and I see them. I see two. I see one here, and I see one here. So I'm going to make an assumption that a squared is equal to x4, it's a perfect square, over 9y8. B squared, I'm not sure about that yet, and then c squared. C squared, I think it's 4/25. Now you might say, I want to jumble these around and make them different. You can, I'm not saying you can't. What I'm really kind of looking for is that, I have this part covered, but I'm going to look for this guy now. And why is that? I think I can figure it out. And really what I'm looking for 2 times a times c. I want to see if I see it in the problem. And what I'm going to do in the problem, I'm going to write this down. I'll be careful when I write this down, by the way. It's going to be 2. I'm not looking at signs yet. This is x squared. I'm doing the a now. 3y4. And then the c would be 2/5. And this would be what? This would be 4x squared. Right? 2 times 2 is 4. And then you get 15y4. Well, I'm going to focus in on something. And what I'm going to focus on any term that has that. And I think I see it. I think I see it right here. All right, that's 31 though, isn't it? It's also got a 60 in the denominator. So I have to rewrite this. And what would it be? It would be 60, right? So what times 15 is 60 is 4, right? So this would be 16 x squared multiplied by 4. And this would be 60. 60 what? 60y4. Well, I'm seeing it. And I'm wondering what I have to do. Well, I know if I did a times c, I'd get the 31x squared y4, right? So I'd have to add something on, wouldn't I? So I'm going to take that 31x squared y4, and I'm going to break it into 2 separate terms. Let me write this down as 16x squared over 60 y4 plus 15x squared over 60 y4. Right, so I'm going to cross this one out. And then what do I notice? I notice that this guy over here is a perfect square. So I'm going to write that down for you. I'm going to say 15x squared over 60 y4 is actually x squared over 4 y4. So now I got another perfect square, which is b squared. I'll write this down for you. X squared, 4y, 4. All right, I'm going to start to erase. This I broke into two terms. And those two terms are over there. This stuff's all done. It took me effort, but I got there. But you know what? I still don't know what the A, B, and the C are. So I'm going to write this over here. I'm going to tell you the A, and I'm going to check it. I don't know if this is true. I'm going to tell you the A is x squared over 3y4. I'm going to say the B, because I do have a minus sign. I'm going to say it's simply minus x over 2y squared. And I'm going to say the C is simply just 2 fifths. So I'm just going to block this out now. I'm going to do my arithmetic. Right, I'm doing this. And I want to see if I get back what I want. In other words, I want to know, is x squared over 3y4 minus x over 2y squared plus 2 fifths what I want? I don't know. x4, 9y8, a squared's done, plus x squared over 4y4. b squared is done. C squared is just simply 4 25ths. Plus 2. What's A times B? Let's write this down. This is the tricky part, by the way. It's going to be minus x cubed over 6y6. And then what do I got? I got AC, right? What's AC? Let's see, 2x squared over 15y4. And then I got BC, which is going to be minus 2x over 10y squared. I'm going to continue to write this down now. x4, 9y8 plus x squared over 4y4 plus 4 over 25 minus x cubed over 3y6 plus 4x squared over 15y4. What's this going to be? This is going to be minus 2x over 5y squared. What I'm going to look now is back at the radicand, and I want to see if that's the radicand. If it is, I'm done. What's the radicand? Well, it's going to be x4 over 9y8. I see that. Do I see minus x cubed over 3y6? I see that. Do I see 31x squared? Well, you know what? I didn't add them together, did I? I got to do that. I see the 4 25ths, and I see the minus 2x. Let's add these guys together. And what do you get there? Well, I guess you get a common denominator of 60, right? And then what do you get there? Well, let's see, 16x squared and 15x squared. And lo and behold, that's exactly what they said it was, 31x squared over 60y4. So now I know it. And what do I know? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the square there. I know the square root of it. And let's write this down. So this whole thing, the square root is plus or minus, we'll check the key later, by the way, x squared over 3y. I gotta be careful, y4 minus x over 2y squared, and then plus 2 fifths. That's the square root. Well, it took me effort to get through there. Let's look at the key. They got plus or minus x squared, 3y4, minus x over 2y squared, and 2 fifths. Things are working out as advertised. Is it difficult? Of course it's difficult. It really is. And the way I do it in my notes or at the whiteboard, there's similarities between the two. I can't say any one technique is easy on this one, though. In fact, unless you can see these things immediately, which some people can, by the way. Thank you.